Good morning. It's Boundy, psychic medium here. My clock has just ticked over to the 8 o'clock, so I know I'm on time. It's lovely to be here this morning, and we're here for the Daily Lenormand card spread. So we're going to move into that pretty quickly. So I'll shift the camera over to there, and I'm moving back into the 5-card spread that we've been using for a fair while now. And this is the deck that I'm using. As per usual, we've got the Gilded Reverie Lenormand Expanded Edition. The Expanded Edition comes into it a bit this morning, as you may see. And there's my website. Now, what we've got is Trish here. A good morning to you. And we have Sarah here as well. And we've got Kat on the eCam side of it, which is, I can't remember which pages those ones are, but good morning from both of you. Wonderful to see you here. Now, what we've got, and someone who is logging in from a iPad. Hi, Shaz. I'm pretty sure it might be you, or it could be a dare. I don't know. So there we go. I haven't got any of the monitoring factors happening in the background this morning. I decided not to have them on. And we've got Diane here as well. I love that flower. Beautiful. So I'll get into starting the actual reading, and any other comments that pop up I'll put in as we go, or leave it till the end. Depends how concentrating I am around this one. We've got the 5 cards. So it is the clocks. Time in the workspace. So workspace, mountains in the home space. We've got the side in the unexpected, well in the your role, and we've got compass in the outcome. So a very interesting spread this morning. Good morning, Carmen. And one of the things that I noticed as I placed them down was that we have 3 of the cards, 3 of them from that expanded section of this deck. So I actually found that significant, because overall for me, as an overall for this spread, it really is about expanding those extra steps, that type of thing. So because it is in that expanded position, just going to, and we've got 10, side is the 10. For those who are becoming familiar with the Lenormand deck, it goes up to 36 in the original setup of a Lenormand deck. So that's why 37, 41 and 42 are definitely the extras in this deck. So time, the factor of time in our workspace, it is about getting the things sorted in the right time. Like it is being conscious of how the time's ticking over. Don't waste it. And actually the things that you're needing to schedule, that you've got scheduled, be mindful of having them happen at the right time. So as you will have noticed, I mentioned the time. It had ticked over right on the 8 o'clock when I switched over to my visual instead of the opening screen. So it is keeping that mindset today around time, having that awareness each step through our day. I think it's not saying that it's a must do on time all the time. I think it's just being mindful of, don't put off what you can do now. It is setting up that notion of do what you're meant to be doing in the now. If you're thinking that you need to do something right now, then go ahead and do it. Don't procrastinate and put it off. So that's in the workspace field. So if there's a project that you're sort of umming and ahhing on and you've been thinking about it and it's needing to be, do the steps to get it actioned. Do what you need to that you know is in that timely manner, okay, for your work today. We're moving over to home space, and it's a little bit of a challenge. We've got the mountains there. So there is some stuff that's happening. Look, I feel that you need to take the breaths and refigure what you're doing, work around something that might be blocking. It's taking that time. It's not to be in a hurry as such. In the home space, I'm feeling the time aspect of our spread today is more, sometimes mountains just about something that's blocked your way. It can be big, it can be small, but it's always going to be something that you can work through. And I like that. Yes, you need to declutter your home. You're putting it off. You should see mine. I moved last year and I've still got boxes in the carport that I haven't touched since we put them there. Yes, exactly that. It can mean that I won't be doing that today. I'm out and about today, but this really is indicating something that is, just needing a bit more work around it, and take the time to actually breathe through some of the, the ways of working it out. What's next? Don't panic. Sometimes, and the image of that mountain climbing stuff is actually coming into my mind. You know how they put the grapples up and put it into the rocks, or the ice or something like that. That's, and then the rope goes up or whatever is next to go climbing, or even those, those fake rock walls. You do take your time to consider what the next step is, where you place your foot, your hands to lift yourself up to go that next step. This is a little bit like that. And once you've hit that peak, the challenge, I've got that done. And then you can actually, go down the other side, go to the next peak, whichever it is that you're needing to do, step through. And Carmen, you're watching while the dishes are waiting. Well, it is just relaxing about the time, but knowing that time does tick away. Time is the measure that we use to say that life is moving on, and we're needing to move on with it. And those challenges do strengthen us, don't forget. Up here in the unexpected, we've got the scythe. Now, scythe is a sharp tool. It brings in the harvest really easily. It can knock down weeds really easily. Once that tool is sharpened, we need to keep it honed and sharpened, ready for anything that we need it to be doing. But also it is about sometimes being careful of accidents, because it's a sharp tool, that type of thing. It can also be a dangerous tool. Just be mindful of what is around you through the day, what's happening, that you are careful, especially around sharp objects, but also about how you are doing what you're doing, especially for you, Trish. Decluttering, sometimes you can come up with things that you forget are in a box or a drawer, and ouch, be careful. It can be that literal. So keeping in mind too, I really do feel that in most spaces in any spread, I feel the harvest side. It's that care and taking note of what's around you. Whether it's a weed you're cutting out or whether it is the harvest, I think in all instances, we do have that opportunity to harvest something from it. Okay, especially in our own life lessons. So that's what I'm feeling with that popping up. It could be something that gives you an aha moment that's like a harvest. So do, just consider that. And good morning to you too, Jenny. I just saw you popping in. Thank you very much for being with us. Now, we've also got, g'day, Shaz. Oh, how are you this morning? So it wasn't you doing the My Time one. It might have been a Dan. We'll see. We're moving down here into our role, which is the well. And the well does hold water when it's got water around. It needs to be fed as well from that stream, an underground source, something we don't see. our spiritual side needs refilling as well. So, all these things that we are actually, that's absolutely right, Deb. It can be reap the rewards. Absolutely. As a harvest, I agree. So with this here and the well, we've got the resources that we can drop that bucket into and bring forward to the surface. Now, that can be deeply spiritual. It can be physical. If you know that you've got something stored away that you're needing to actually go and access, well, it could be something. And with you, Trish, doing the decluttering, what box you open, there's a resource that you didn't remember that you had, or, well, for me, it's the boxes. For you, it might be you're tidying a cupboard and you didn't realise you had something in there that, I forgot I had that. Or things that we need to use, digging out sewing materials and bits and pieces like Shaz did the other day. I have got those things. I don't need to buy those to make this garment, that type of thing. It can be that practical. I'm feeling that with this, yes, it is that mindfulness of we've got that. If you don't have it, look a bit deeper, and especially on that more emotional, spiritual sense. If you are going through a hard time at that level, to actually look at the reflection at the bottom and see what comes back at you in that depth of knowledge, that depth of understanding, that little whisper from spirit that's going to come and give you that special message as well. Can be comparable to looking into the depths of your well. Okay. And that's happened to you from time to time. Forget what things I've packed away. Oh, look, each time I've moved at any house, there's always been a box or two that's never been unpacked. And I have absolutely no idea what was in them at the time I opened them. So, yes, Adair, good morning. So that may have been you doing doing that on my time page. Wonderful. Great to see you here. So from that, once we have accessed, remember you can access this. It is your role. It's your up to you. It is up to you to access that. No one else can do it for you. And as we come into the compass, we're moving into what is our direction. So the outcome, oh my goodness, I think it's starting to rain a little bit here. Weird weather we're having. Realigning and holding true what is our compass, trusting that the direction that we are moving, if we feel that we are in the right place and space and that we are, they have that little confusion, just confirm for yourself. Trust that you're on the right path, that you are in the right direction, that you are moving forward as you are meant to be for you. And if you have that intention that it is the good of all, keep moving forward for that. You're on the right path. You're in the right timing of what you're needing to be doing to move along that path and create that better you each and every step, that best you each and every step, that you are going to be that best influence for others, that best of everything, really. And we're not judging ourselves against other people. So align your compass to being you, your best you. So that's the card interpretations I have for today. As you're reading, as you're looking through these cards again, maybe the photo of it that's on my profile, as you're realigning, tuning your compass in, just see where your eye actually goes. Which card is the one that's the main one for you? And just see where that message is coming from for you. Do you really feel that there is a connection from spirit directly, or that it's just that inner knowing, or that there's something that's in your third eye that's speaking to you? Whether you're seeing some sorts of little pictures in the back of your eye type of thing. There's all different ways that we're receiving our messages. So open up to that and gain that depth of understanding for you to be that best person that you are. And whoops. I missed, beautiful music in the background. It's Terry Lee Britton, a friend of mine in America, who does his beautiful musical creations that I've been given permission to use as I would like. So I'm just going to keep moving through some of those as the intro. I've decided to go back to doing that. So, because I love the music, it is, as you say, it's beautiful music. And Deb, thank you for that reading. Beautiful reading, I think you meant, but that's fair enough. Thank you. And oh, wonderful, we have a troll. Probably a bot. So do not respond to that. I'll deal with that shortly. So thank you very much for being here, and I shall be here tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. for another lovely reading with these cards. Open yourself to the messages that you receive personally to you. They mean so much. They really do. Just open to that understanding that Spirit's giving you in whatever form. I think that was all I was going to be doing. So we'll catch you tomorrow. Namaste.